behind the marvel of the $500 million Huajiang Grand Canyon Bridge, mega project in China. In the rugged heart of southwest China, where jagged mountains split the earth into deep scars and rivers carve their way through stone, one of the most daring engineering feats of the modern era took shape: the Huajiang Grand Canyon Bridge. This was not just a construction project. It was a battle against geography, gravity, and time. The Huajiang Grand Canyon in Guizhou Province is often called the Earth's Crack, a vast, steep gorge so deep and narrow that crossing it once took hours of winding mountain roads and ferries. For decades, the canyon symbolized isolation. Villages on opposite sides were separated not just by distance, but by terrain that resisted roads, railways, and development. A journey that should have taken minutes stretched into 70 minutes to 2 hours. Plans called for a suspension bridge of unprecedented scale. Height: 625 meters above the river, making it the highest bridge in the world. Total length: 2,890 meters main span, 1,420 meters across the canyon. To put that into perspective, the bridge deck floats at a height comparable to a skyscraper, suspended in open air between mountains. It would carry a major expressway, transforming a dangerous journey into a crossing of just over 1 minute. Construction officially began on January 18, 2022, led by the Guizhou Bridge Group. From the very start, engineers faced extreme challenges: vertical cliffs with almost no working space, high-altitude winds that could destabilize cranes and cables, massive elevation differences, nearly a kilometer from ridge to river. Traditional construction methods simply wouldn't work here. Instead, engineers deployed intelligent cable crane systems, massive aerial systems that carried steel components across the canyon, piece by piece, like a mechanical spider weaving a web in the sky. By April 2023, the first major milestone was reached. One of the main towers climbed to nearly 200 meters tall. These towers would eventually support the enormous suspension cables, thick bundles of ultra-high-strength steel wires designed to carry thousands of tons of load while resisting wind, temperature changes, and long-term fatigue. Each section required extreme precision. At such heights, even small misalignments could lead to catastrophic instability. Workers operated hundreds of meters above the canyon floor, often surrounded by clouds. As the bridge stretched outward from both sides of the canyon, the most delicate phase began: closing the central span. Suspension bridges rely on balance. Each segment added to one side must be perfectly matched on the other. The final steel girder, hoisted into place after months of incremental progress, completed the structural skeleton. At this moment, the bridge transformed from two halves into a single continuous structure suspended in midair. In August 2025, the bridge faced its final challenge: load testing. Heavy trucks were driven across the deck in carefully controlled formations, simulating real-world stress. Sensors embedded in the structure monitored cable tension, structural deflection, vibration, and stability. After days of testing, the results confirmed what engineers had worked toward for years: the bridge was safe. On September 28, 2025, the Huajiang Grand Canyon Bridge officially opened to traffic. What once took hours now took minutes. Entire communities were suddenly connected. The bridge did more than carry vehicles. It carried opportunity, boosting tourism in one of China's most dramatic landscapes linking remote regions to economic centers, turning isolation into accessibility. This one tells of engineers who dared to span one of the deepest canyons on Earth, of workers who built in the sky, and of a region transformed by a single line of steel stretching from mountain to mountain. The Huajiang Grand Canyon Bridge is not just the world's highest bridge. It is a reminder that even the most impossible landscapes can be connected.